me, man. I didn't do anything.
Okay, in this particular technique, the subject knows that I'm trying to arrest him. He won't even let me touch his elbow or his wrist. So this time he puts his hands up. He says, "You're not going to arrest me." He pulls his hands away from me. I approach the subject, and what I do is, as soon as I make range, as soon as I'm within range, I need to attack this arm fast before he can attack me with that arm. Now, all the time that I'm attacking this arm, I'm stepping to the side, and I'm going to pull him off balance in this direction. So I move in, I attack his wrist with a spiral action, passing it, at the same time with a monkey grip driving up to the back of his arm while passing his arm down. I drag him off to the side, off balance, separating his arm, seizing his wrist, not contesting his power, but following it back into the front wrist lock.
Not arresting me, man. I didn't do anything. Hey, easy, easy, settle down.
Stay there. Now here we have a subject that's extremely combative. He's about to attack a subject. I don't want him to know that I'm coming up behind him because I don't want him to turn his anger on me. So I walk directly behind him so he can't see me. I walk up behind him. I want to achieve three things at the same time. I want to walk up behind him. I want to step deep underneath his hips. At the same time, I want to drive my right hand under his right armpit, achieving a half Nelson. At the same time, I want my left hand to go over his left arm, achieving what we call a bar arm, not an arm bar. It's up on a 45-degree angle, so he can't get his arm out. If I drop my hand down, he can pull his elbow out and escape. So again, I achieve the two locks together, and I wedge his back, arch his back. That's why we call this the wedge. Then I lift him and turn him away. Now, because I need to get the camera angle, I just want to do a short one, Bruce, right here, just a little stroke. Just take it. Okay, now, right here, I reach down. I'm pressing his left arm to my body, tight to my body. I reach down. I grab the back of his hand. I bend his wrist, and I turn it into a rear wrist lock. And Bruce, just step back for a second for the camera. I bring it up into a rear wrist lock, achieve the rear wrist lock. Grab my cuffs. Isolate the single strand. Place the single strand over the top of his wrist, and I bring the handcuffs to the single strand. Then I separate the handcuffs with my small finger, which just turns the side a little bit for the camera, and I grab the cuffs with that small finger. Now, the cuffs are pretty much stable. Biggest issue here is watching his clothes. Then with the wrist compression, I direct the subject to put his other hand behind his back. Put your other hand behind your back, sir. I reach over, grab a natural handshake, and I drop it in the cuffs. Okay, again, reach the back of his hand. I'm going to drag his baby finger, hook it, maintain a pressure, and transport the suspect.
Hey, easy, easy, settle down.
Stay there. Okay. Here we have a subject where the upper dorsal nerve attack was not effective. Again, because he was extremely pain tolerant. So we have to change our strategy here. For the time being, he's happy with defeating me. And we're in a strength contest. It's a strength contest that he's going to win, and he knows it. So what I'm going to do is I want to convince him, I just want to be a little bit deceptive tactically, convince him to think that I want to join into the strength contest. So while I'm telling him to give me his hands and I'm pulling his arms that are much stronger than mine, I'm reaching down with my foot. If you look to behind me, and you'll see me setting up my foot for an attack. I'm going to attack the posterior tibial nerve behind his calf. So as I'm drawing in his arms, give me your hands, I suddenly reach back, grab his foot, and clamp it in between my leg. Put your hands behind your back. Okay? This is very painful. Now, I have weight, I have pain compliance, I'm able to control the subject with one hand. I can use my radio, I can use my capstan, and I can look around. I would suggest that if you go to the ground, you look at the people in the crowd, look at the bystanders. If he has friends, those people will be much less likely to strike you or kick you if you look into their eyes and they think you can identify him the next day. So if I don't have the luxury of a second officer, what I have to do is I have to get him in cuffs without losing control of the posterior tibial nerve attack. So what I want to do is I want to give pain before I transition. And I say, bring your hands back further to your back, and I draw up. Now, maintaining the lock, I reach out, I grab his hand, grab my cuffs, drop his cuff on, grab his other cuff, bring his hand in, drop it in. I hope you have enjoyed this video program. Taking a subject into custody is a very dangerous task and often the trigger for an assault on a police officer. There are over 60,000 assaults on police officers each year in the United States. The average age of an attacker is 21 years old. The average age of a cop killer is 29 years old. Approximately 70% of all violent crimes in America are committed by young males between the ages of 17 and 24 years old. The age gap between you and the people you confront on the street will grow wider and wider. And pretty soon, you may find yourself in a life and death struggle with a subject who is half your age or twice your size. These fast action control techniques are just one of many systems designed to control combative subjects. Every police officer should adopt a control system and practice it often. After 16 years of policing, I still believe there is nothing more important to a street cop than a skilled pair of hands. And that's a fact. Again, I thank you and hope you have enjoyed this video program.